Good morning and happy day, everybody. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Kenya. This is July 26th, and we are having a Froggy Friday right here and right now. And on behalf of Reverend Gwen and myself, we welcome you all to this moment in your lives. We are so grateful that you have come together in community to celebrate with each other and us and to support our beautiful sacred community that's in Kenya and worldwide. We are global, friends. There is so much going on. Today, we have a beautiful, beautiful opportunity to receive Reverend Patricia Davies in the house. She's going to be sharing her message about Are You a Mystic? And to serve today and shine their light so bright, we have Wilkester who will open us in treatment. We have Rahema who will do a meditation. And if she doesn't do that meditation, do we have volunteer for meditation? I don't see anyone here. And then we have Paul who will close out with a benediction. Flaminia, are you able to do a meditation on the fly?
Sure, no problem.
So enthusiastic.
This is what I love to hear. I love to hear it. And Nancy, you'll sing us in. I see you have chimed in and signed in. Yes? After treatment into the meditation, you'll sing I Am Opening. I know Nancy will do it. She hears me. And I know the universe is all conspiring for our highest and greatest good. All right, my friends, we welcome you. We love you. We cherish you. We have some great announcements at the end of this session. So right now, I would love for everybody, I hear you, Nancy. I've received you and I'll handle it. Thank you for letting me know. Nancy has a sore throat today, so we'll just hold that high watch for her. So, Wilkester, if you are willing to open us up, and then I will sing us into a meditation that Flaminia has so beautifully volunteered to do for us. And then we'll start. Go ahead, my friend. Go ahead, Wilkester.
Join me as we go within. There's only one God, one man, one spirit, one life. This life is good. This life is God. And all there is power, beauty, joy, harmony, kindness, lovingness, intelligence, and wisdom. I am one of these unique expression of this good life, the flow of life. I say yes to this timing. I say yes to this beautiful moment of learning, of sharing, of going deep and deep to know who we are. These special moments, I recognize the beautiful souls, the beautiful light, the willingness to be in this moment. That we use the term class, that we are here now. I'm grateful for the internet, for our teachers, for ourselves, for our phones, for our computers, for our laptops, to make it possible for us to meet in this way. I'm allowing the flow of wisdom, the flow of knowledge, the flow of power flow through me as me by means of me, as I know that I am an individualized expression of this oneness, of this knowingness. In this moment of learning, I know each of us is open to this space, to this sacred moment, this beautiful hour of being together, of being who we are, knowing that everything is flowing and is working for our highest good and for each of every one of us in this class. I raise my words of openness, of joy, to the law of mind, knowing that everyone, every minute is being nourished by this wonderful class that we are yet to start. I'm grateful for my teacher, Patty, today, for making her time to be with us today. I let my word to the Lord, knowing that it's already made manifest. I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
And so it is.
I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Thankfully familiar.
And in this moment, I would like you to sit comfortably, spine straight, shoulders relaxed, feeling the chair or wherever you're sitting, just feeling your body relying on the surface that is leaning to. Be here, feeling like a long line traversing your spine, reaching to the crown of your head and extending up to the sky. This line is making your spine straight and your head reaching up to the sky. And as we sit in this position, we are connecting, we are centering, we are present, we are in this moment. And I want you to take in a deep breath and release. And another one, deep breath and release. And feel all the sensations into your body. The toes, the sole of your feet, the legs, the thighs, your belly expanding as you breathe in and breathe out. The shoulders, relaxing them, creating space through your eyebrows, relaxing your eyes, the ball of your eyes, your jaw, your mouth. And breathe in and breathe out. And with this presence in our body, we go inside and we connect to Source. In this space of silence, we tell ourselves, God is, I am. And I would like you to continue breathing. Maybe count your breath. Come back with your thoughts. Keep repeating, God is, I am. God is, I am. And I will be counting the time for you for 1 minute as we just stay still and keep breathing. and repeating, God is, I am. God is, I am. And slowly we open our eyes. We maybe move our fingers, our toes, and we come back to this class, knowing that as we are connected to the One, we are connected among ourselves, and we are all one. Thank you.
Thank you, Flaminia. And thank you for stepping up and saying yes to that incredible meditation. You are a perfect demonstration of God in action this morning. And you finished it with, we are one. So we know what to do as we lay that spiritual foundation of treatment and we remember through meditation. And now we ground ourselves in one voice as we remember who we are in community. Sing with me. We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. Well, we are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one key change. We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. Let me see those spirit fingers. When it's all said and done, we are one, one. James, I love that you unmute and sing with me. That baritone voice, bring it home, baby, bring it home. We are one. Oh my gosh, thank you, everyone. So we have already put the gas on and we are ready. It is my joy to welcome to our Froggy Friday Center for Spiritual Living Kenya stage here in this Zoom room. It is a pleasure for me to introduce to you Reverend Patricia Davies. Now, let me tell you a little bit about who she is. You see what she does here. She's been a teacher. She helps with the curriculum. She's been a great support for Reverend Gwen and I. She was a great support for Reverend Connie. She is amazing. She's just 2 hours north of where Gwen and I are, 1 for Gwen, 2 hours for me, but she is always present. She is behind the scenes, that silent power that keeps pushing us forward. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to show that CSL Kenya love to Reverend Pat Davies. Come on. Woo!
Well,
Hi,
thank
everybody.
you, Barb. Thank you. Um, so one of the things that I like to do is that I'm a little bit of an opportunist. So when I saw that I was going to be speaking, I thought that this was like the perfect opportunity to do kind of a teaser for a new class that we're going to be offering in the fall, a new 8-week class called The Mystical Path. So this is just a little shameless promotion and a little teaser to get you excited and interested in signing up for that class. The class is going to be facilitated by our newest addition to the education team, Crystal Lively, who is a practitioner from CSL Chico. You may have heard of CSL Chico because that is where our beloved Reverend Eileen is a minister as well. So they know each other in person. So Crystal and myself will be facilitating that class, and we are both very excited. She had the opportunity to teach it before, so this is an opportunity for me to lean in to her experience, and we're doing a great work putting all of the material together. So I just want you to think back a little ways. Most of us might even remember this in real time, but all of us have probably have seen images of the astronaut, right, that is standing outside of his space capsule, and it's complete silence. And he's looking down on the Earth, and he sees a shining gem against a totally black backdrop. And he just wanted, this is how he felt. He wanted to hug and kiss that gem like a mother kisses a newborn child, because he saw a planet with no political division, no boundaries, no nations. And he experienced this profound sense of the oneness of all of life, a connectedness to all of creation and the Creator. And because of that experience, his life was changed forever. That, my friends, was a mystical experience. Imagine mysticism is like diving into the deepest part of an ocean where all sorts of magical creatures and hidden treasures are waiting to be discovered. It's like wearing special glasses that let you see beyond the ordinary, beyond the ordinary world into the realms of mystery and wonder. Mysticism is all about exploring the spiritual side of life, like trying to unravel the universe's biggest riddles with your heart and your soul instead of your brain. It's like having secret codes to unlock the secrets of existence, where things like love, truth, and the meaning of life aren't just ideas, but experiences that you can dive into and feel in every part of your being. It's like taking a thrilling journey through the cosmic jungle gym of the universe, swinging from the stars and dancing with the galaxies, all to understand what lies beneath the surface of everyday life. So are you ready to dive in? Think of mystics as the adventurers of the soul who wander through landscapes of meditation, prayer, deep contemplation, looking for clues to the grand puzzle of existence. In 1957, Ernest Holmes gave a series of lectures on mysticism at Asilomar. And he did this with the purpose of showing that science of mind is essentially a mystical, spiritual movement. Additionally, in our textbook, there's a whole chapter, chapter 20, that is dedicated to what the mystics taught. Our teaching certainly has a great deal of mysticism woven throughout it. In our upcoming class, we will be reading this wonderful book, The Mystic Heart, Discovering a Universal Spirituality in World's Religion by Wayne Teasdale, which explores the content of a universal spirituality which transcends individual religious traditions. Overall, the mystic heart is a call to embrace a universal spirituality that honors the unique contributions of each religious tradition while seeking the common ground that unites us all. So what is a mystic? According to Science of Mind, a mystic is one who intuitively perceives truth and who, without mental process, arrives at spiritual realization. A mystic is one who senses the divine presence. The highest and best of our civilization in music, in religion, in art, in philosophy, in poetry, in science, all of their teachings, all of their studies, all of their work, all of their entertainment shows up because they had a unique mystic sense. They had a unique mystic sense, right, to understand, which they understood and which they perceived, and they brought it to us through their music, their art, their poetry, their science. A mystic doesn't read human thought, but senses the thought of God. Identifying as a mystic often involves a deep personal recognition and alignment with certain spiritual experiences and perspectives. Here are some of the common signs that might indicate that you have a mystical inclination, a direct experience of the divine. You have moments where you feel a direct personal connection with a higher power or a universal consciousness. This could come through prayer, through meditation, or it can just happen spontaneously. Inner transformation. You experience profound inner changes that lead to a greater sense of peace, of love, and understanding. This often involves a shift in consciousness and a deeper sense of unity with all of life. Sense of oneness. You frequently feel a deep sense of interconnectedness with all things. This can manifest as a feeling that everything in the universe is connected and a part of a greater whole. Spiritual insights. You have insights or revelations that seem to come from beyond some ordinary perception, offering you some profound understanding or knowledge. Inner guidance. You often feel guided by inner wisdom or intuition that leads you to make choices aligned with a higher purpose. Compassion and service. You have a strong desire to help others and serve humanity. This is often accompanied by a deep sense of compassion and empathy. Love for solitude and contemplation. You enjoy spending time alone in reflection, meditation, or prayer. Solitude is a way for you to connect with your inner self and the divine. Awe and wonder. You experience a sense of awe and wonder at the beauty and mystery of life and the cosmos. How many of us here resonated with several of these signs? If you did, you might be a mystic, or you might have a mystical inclination. Mysticism is a deeply personal journey, so it's essential that you trust your own experience and feelings as you explore your spiritual path. A mystical experience can't be forced, but it can be fostered. We can only know the presence of unity and oneness through direct experience or through faith. The good news is that mystical experiences are natural and are available to every person. In his book, The Mystic Heart, Teasdale explores many ideas, but here are 7 in particular. Universal spirituality. Teasdale proposes that at the core of all major religions lies a common spiritual foundation. This universal spirituality is characterized by values such as love, compassion, and the pursuit of inner peace and unity. He looks at interspiritual dialogue, and he stresses the importance of dialogue and cooperation among different religious traditions. He argues that by learning from each other, we can enrich our spiritual lives and work towards global harmony, or as we say, a world that works for everyone. That he looks at mysticism as a common ground. Mysticism, or the direct experience of the divine, is presented as a common element through various religions. He further suggests that mystical experiences can bridge the gap between different faiths and foster a better sense of universal connectedness. He talks about spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and contemplation, which help individuals connect with the universal spirit. And he encourages each of us to adopt those practices in order to deepen our spiritual lives. Personal transformation is a significant focus of the book on the journey towards self-realization. He highlights the importance of inner growth and the development of virtues like humility, gratitude, and compassion. Teasdale makes the connection between social and global responsibility. He makes that connection between spirituality and social and environmental responsibility. He calls for a commitment for social justice, peace, and the stewardship of the earth as an essential aspect of a mature spiritual life. And he talks about interconnectedness of all life. And he understands the importance of recognizing our shared humanity. In one of my ministerial classes, led by Dr. Tom Sanner, he offered up 5 suggestions for living life as a mystic. He expanded on them in much more detail, but I just feel guided just to quickly share them here today. Firstly, become transparent. You are the light of God. This is not just a figure of speech, it is a spiritual fact. As you live from this inner light, you shine. Our goal is transparency. We want to remove the protective layers and masks of roles and personalities. For many of us, including myself, this can be kind of scary. So I just want you to repeat with me. I just invite you to repeat with me. I am more than my personality. I am more than my personality. I am more than my personality. He encouraged, Dr. Tom Sanner encourages us to lift up personality into essence. We do not deny personality. We merely affirm the union with the infinite. We are the personality of God. There is the universal I am and the individual I. Each of us is an individual rooted in the universal I am. He suggests that we develop a compassionate heart. Compassion is our ability to perceive, know, and feel the experience of others, and then to encompass them with love. Compassion is not sympathy. It is a deep understanding with both the head and the heart, and then the action of comforting and nourishing. Compassion is seeing the best in everyone, which of course includes ourselves. He tells us to reach beyond your grasp. Be willing to live for something bigger. Take that leap of faith. Wake up in the morning with the thoughts of living your life for a divine purpose. And finally, he suggests to live from your soul. There is a knower in you that knows the truth. Live your life from spiritual cause. A mystic engages in various practices and behaviors that reflect their deep spiritual quest and desire for direct experiences of the divine or ultimate reality. Mystics spend significant time in quiet contemplation and meditation, seeking to quiet the mind and connect with the divine. Many mystics engage in regular, heartfelt prayer, often seeing a personal and intimate relationship with the divine. Mystics study sacred texts and writings from various religious traditions to gain deeper spiritual insights and wisdom. Mystics value periods of solitude and silence, believing that these conditions are conducive to deep spiritual experiences and inner growth. Mystics often feel a strong calling to serve others and show compassion. They see this as a way to express their connection with the divine and with humanity. Mystics strive to experience a sense of oneness with all of creation. They often seek to transcend the ego and the illusion of separateness. Mystics aim to live in alignment with their spiritual values and beliefs, often demonstrating humility, integrity, and authenticity in their actions. Some mystics use art, music, poetry, or other creative forms as a means to express their spiritual experiences and insights. Mystics tend to rely on their intuition and inner guidance. Mystics are comfortable with the unknown and the mysterious aspects of life. They embrace the mystery of the divine and the universe without needing all the answers. Mystics engage in regular personal or communal rituals that help them connect with the divine and reinforce their spiritual practices. Mystics often seek or undergo transformational experiences that lead to profound inner change and spiritual awakening. So in closing, I would like to invite you to continue your journey as a mystic by coming to and listening to the Froggy Friday messages, participating in classes, cultivating a deeper, more direct connection with the divine, which of course leads to personal transformation and a greater sense of unity with all of life. This journey of awareness and community has been and continues to be for me one of personal growth, awareness, and a deep understanding of the mystical aspect in my life and in the universe. So sign up for the class in September. There's going to be more to come, right? It'll be listed in the CSL Kenya student group, but sign up for any class, come to any class, take the same class 2 or 3 times, because every time you dive into it, you go deeper and deeper and deeper. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Reverend Pat. I think we're all in good company here of the mystics.
Absolutely.
As you're going through, I can see remnants of it everywhere within each and every one of us. Thank you for sharing that brilliance and shining your light. I am so grateful, especially with your new bangs today. I'm just saying.
Like my new bangs. So in Kenya, so Paul was asking earlier, what are bangs? He didn't know what bangs were, right? So these are when you have hair that's all one length, and then the part in the front, if you cut it shorter, that becomes your bangs. But I'm wondering, in Kenya, is there a name for bangs? Like, what do you call these? Do you have a name for it or not? Some of the women might know. No, nobody knows.
I think
They are
that
bang.
they are
They're
bangs.
bangs. They're
They
still
are
bangs,
bangs.
Paul.
Fringe. We call it a fringe.
A fringe.
A fringe. Ooh, I'm
I've heard
living on
that.
the fringe.
That's British. Yes, I've heard
Yeah.
that. Reverend Melody would say a fringe. Well, we've just taken mysticism to a whole other level with your bangs.
Compliments of my granddaughter.
Are there any questions or thoughts or reflections or sharing anyone would have of Reverend Pat? Please just unmute yourself. If there's a lot of us, put our hands up and we'll speak it one at a time. I love what was it, Dr. Tom Sanner? The steps. That was brilliant. That was really great. I wrote that down. Thank you for that. Well, on the heels of you,
Paul's unmuted.
Paul, okay.
Yes, I wanted to ask Reverend Pat. Thank you for that insightful talk. The question I have is it possible for young people to be mystics, or is mysticism a reserve of the old and retirees? Thank you.
So my answer would be, based on my grandchildren, for sure. I probably didn't notice it so much with my own children, but I would say that they are more mystical or more of a mystic than we are, because we get clouded in with all of our life experiences and all of our stories and everything. And children, they live in awe and wonder. In every single moment, they live in awe and wonder. So they're already being a mystic without even knowing what it is, right? Or not having a definition for it. They're just being kids. They're just being alive. They're just loving, right? They naturally have, I think, a lot of compassion and willingness to like help out and stuff like that. So I don't think there's an age that goes with mystics. I think sometimes we think, maybe they're like, my image is like a similar image that I used to have of God, this old white man with a white beard and maybe a staff or something like that. But no, I think there are plenty of, we're all mystics. We're all mystics in the end. We're all mystics. But we can, just like with our studies for everything else and our understanding of God and how we pray and meditate, with practice, right? We can foster it, we can grow it, we can expand it, we can live more from that place of being love and living in love and having compassion and being of service to the world, all of those characteristics that I mentioned.
Thank you, Pat. Christopher says he appreciates your talk and he looks forward to learning more in the classes in September. So I want to
got one signed up. Christopher's the first one to sign up.
Christopher, number one, sign up. All right. So those classes are coming up in September, like a variety of classes. So stay tuned. We will be letting you know more what's happening there. And weekly, we are holding. Sorry?
Can I ask a question?
Oh, of course, James. Yes.
Thank you, Reverend Pat. As you are talking and I was looking at the portrait just behind you, I was wondering if it has got any significance or connection with mysticism. Can you say something about the portrait behind you, please?
Something about which?
Portrait behind you.
The portrait behind you.
Oh, the portrait. Oh, that was a gift from one of my daughters. And one time I went away, and when I came back, she had hung up that curtain for me. It's just a cloth tapestry. I just love it because it has the sun. And I guess it does look kind of mystical. I wasn't really thinking about that, but it does look kind of mystical. So it doesn't have any direct relationship to mysticism, other than it was a mystical experience when I came home and saw it hanging there.
Well, it actually has a lot of Hindu stuff. You have the hand, Fatma's hand, which is under the lady. And isn't that an ankh back there? So Egyptian. And the fish. It actually is mystical, James.
You are
There
correct.
You go. See, I'm sitting.
Thank you.
I'm surrounded by it. Isn't that great?
Unconsciously.
Great observation. Thanks, Michelle, for chiming in. I appreciate it. Weekly, I want you to know that we have our Zoom youth program, and that's for our ages 7 to 13 years old. So you can inquire about that. And students, I want you to know that I have been given information from the one and only Michelle Taylor that class certificates are available and ready, and they're going to be handed out on August 9th, Friday, August 9th, which is a Froggy Friday. It will happen during Froggy Friday. And on that Froggy Friday, Reverend Verona Garland is also our guest speaker. So that's 2 weeks from today, you're going to be receiving your certificates. Don't forget, if you have youth between ages 7 to 13, you want them to join. We have our Zoom class that's every week. And please watch for classes that are coming. Now, there's a couple more things that we do that we love to do here that is part of the heart of who we are here in Kenya. If you are in North America, I'm looking around the room, and you want to contribute and donate and share your good with us, you can do that via cslkenya.org. If you are in Kenya and you choose to share your good with us via M-Pesa, Nancy will share the link that will come through on the chat right away. And I'd like you all to unmute, and we're going to do an offertory affirmation. But before we do that, if you require treatment, if you require that, what we call a 2-minute miracle, if you require someone to hold that sacred space, that consciousness for you, because you're feeling something that you need to be pushed through and supported through, or if your life is filled with bliss and you're looking for more of that, put your hands up and I will attempt to do a Zoom, what are we calling it? What do we call?
Breakout rooms.
Breakout rooms, thank you. I will attempt to do that. So everybody, unmute. We're going to go to our offertory affirmations, and we're going to say it with zeal. I will repeat the first sentence, and you will repeat after me. So if you are unmuted, please just place your hand on your heart and feel the truth of this affirmation. I am filled with the energy of abundance.
I am filled with the energy of abundance.
Energy of abundance.
I am willing to share my financial good with my spiritual community.
I
I
am
am willing to share my financial
With my
good
spiritual
with my
community.
spiritual community.
I love that I accidentally, because there's no accident, said I am filled with the energy of abundance. I love the feeling and the feel of it. So before we close off, Paul, I would ask you to move forward with a benediction. I would want you all to know on behalf of Reverend Gwen and I, how grateful we are for each of you, how much we appreciate you and value you, how much you mean the world to us. And Reverend Pat Davies, I hope you come back and shine your light with us again. And thank you for continuing to be a #1 cheerleader for Kenya. Christine, I see you've signed on. Thank you for coming with your babies. Wilkester recognized you weren't here, and she showed up and she did her job. Listen, when the universe calls and opportunity knocks, we answer. So thank you for being here, Wilkester, Christine, Flaminia, you stepped up today to do an impromptu meditation. And Christopher and Nancy, Mathoni, Alfred, Charity, Flaminia, Patrick, James, Karen, Michelle, Claire, Paul, Pat. My name is Barbara. I am a proud spiritual leader of the Center for Spiritual Living Kenya. Sign us off, Paul.
Thank you. Just before I sign off, let me just take also this chance to remind us that there is a community gathering tomorrow, on Saturday tomorrow. There is a community gathering at the office, and we start at 12. Thank you.
This is why we're a team. This was good, vital information. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Okay. So join me as I rejoice and celebrate this moment of gratitude for this community of ours, for this community that nourishes us, for this community that comforts and supports us in this journey of growth, in this journey of revealing spirit in a new way, a way that was previously unknown. I am grateful for this. I rejoice in this, And as we part, I know without any shadow of doubt that we are perfectly guarded and guided. And until we meet again, God is good.
All the time.
Indeed.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, and so it is. Anybody
So it
need
is.
hand? Hangout practitioners, let's see. It appears there's no hands. It appears that everybody is fulfilled and moved deep and satisfied. I'm going to stop the recording. Go forth and shine the love and light that you are. Feel the joy that you bring and keep shining. We love you.
Thank you, everyone.